Hi, I'm Jason. Welcome to Home Groups, where we apply the message we heard this week at Freedom Valley Church.
And I'm a bright orange traffic cone. This weekend, Pastor Jerry preached on Matthew 18 about how to handle conflict and about how to deal with that, especially when it's between believers, between people who already know Christ, but also it applies in a lot of situations. So we wanted to read the first verse, the first part of the passage that he read, which is Matthew 18, verse 15. Because it's kind of where we feel the most focus needs to be given for this passage. So it reads, "If another believer sins against you, go privately and point out the offense. If the other person listens and confesses it, you have won that person back. But if you're unsuccessful, take one or two others with you and go back again, so everything may be confirmed by 2 or 3 witnesses."
So this is step 1 in Christian conflict resolution. Step 1 is take it to the other person and take it there privately. It's so important that we put first things first, and when you have an issue, when you have an offense, when you have a conflict, or if someone sins against you, you don't talk to others about it. You don't spend time working up the courage but you just go right to them and have that conversation. It's best to do these kinds of things in person, but do it as quickly as possible and say, listen, here's how I feel, here's what I noticed, what's going on, how do we make this right? And Jesus says the goal is to win them back, not to be angry, not to be mad, not to be upset.
Not to be right.
Yeah, not to be right necessarily, but to solve the problem. So don't talk to others. Don't get just angry, but deal with it in a timely fashion, in a private manner with the other person.
Yeah, a lot of us skip right to step 2, where instead of going directly to the other person, we try and talk it through with someone else. And we'll call it venting, or we'll call it, just trying to figure out if I should actually do anything about it. But the Bible actually doesn't give us any other option. It's just, if someone sins against you, go talk to that person. There's no see if it's okay, see if it's something you should, or check it with somebody else. It's just go directly. So there's like 2 options. It's go to that person, or decide it's not worth talking about at all.
Yeah, and when you decide that I'm going to forgive, I don't need to talk to them, then you have this other step that comes in place. If there was an offense here, like Luke cut me off as we pulled in the church parking lot, and I'm offended.
I'm a better driver.
And then I go, this isn't important. This cutting off, it doesn't matter. I don't need to talk to him about it. Well, that means that I have to decide to let it go, to not hold on to it anymore, to never bring it up again because I didn't bring it up to him.
Yeah, probably because I'm right.
He is the better driver. He did have the right of way, maybe something like that. But the point is, when that offense is built up, you need to let it go. And if you let it go, it stops there. Stop talking about that issue. Don't go to someone else. Man, Luke cut me off. He always cuts me off. Then they go, he cut me off the other week. You see, you're building up this snowball when you could have just put it down in that moment. Say, you know what, I'm gonna let this go. And when you let it go for good, or you have already dealt with it.
Yeah, and you see, if he talked to someone else about this made up issue, it would be, I would instantly go but what if, why is he talking to other people when he could have talked to me? And then I feel wronged because he feels wronged about something. It's just snowballs into this bigger thing, like you were saying. So maybe tonight in your groups, you guys have a chance to talk through, again, not venting to each other, not going into your dirty laundry and opening all these issues. What I want you guys to go through is maybe past things that are resolved, issues that you've already been through, and conflicts you've handled badly. Maybe you can learn something from them or altogether, or maybe conflicts you've handled really well that you can go this was a time it went really good, and learn from that one.
Yeah, so if you've been wronged, no one is saying that didn't actually happen and matter, but we are saying, how are you going to deal with it going forward? So try not to bring up the details of the issue tonight, but bring up the solutions to the issue. I'm going to talk to this person, or how do I talk to this person, again, without bringing up names or issues, because Matthew 18 says you should go to them. So set in motion tonight a plan to deal with any issues, or to maybe prevent any issues in the future.
That's great. I hope you guys have a great conversation.
Thanks for stopping by.